I know you told me that Mikey's favorite fish is tuna. So how about we do tuna 2 ways today?
All right.
All right, so let's
What do we
get
have in front of
started.
us?
So right in front of us, we happen to have bluefin tuna. If you notice, it almost looks a little bit more purple. It happens to be, this is one of the kings of the sea. It is so pure that this is probably the best tuna to be used for either sushi or a sashimi, tartare, ceviche. This is the best. But you know what? It's also beyond delicious and creamy. Believe it or not, I'm using the word creamy because it's like buttery. You can actually sear your tuna. So we're gonna first sear a slice of tuna.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go into doing some of the funkier stuff when the tuna is raw. So here we go. I'm gonna go with gloves. She's gonna go gloveless because you're getting to know us already. So here we go. Get my gloves on.
What's the first
and
step?
The first thing, you tell me what's the first step anytime you're working with fish.
Usually you preheat, no?
Before preheating, we're just gonna wipe down our fish.
Gotcha.
So let's just make sure that we have a really good,
Like this?
yep, there you go. Let's wipe it down. You can do the top and the bottom. And then we're going to get ready to go.
Oh my God, I don't like fish. Oh, it's on my finger.
Sorry, we might. I'm hoping that we're gonna change your mind by the time we get to eat some of this. So that was great. I want you to know this is so beautiful and so ready. So we can choose. We can either hit it because we're gonna layer our flavors again, either a little bit of kosher salt and pepper, or we can hit it with any of your favorite seafood spices. I'm gonna be a little bit of a purist right now. Let's hit it with a little bit of kosher salt and pepper.
Just right on it.
I love her. There you go. Ah, so gorgeous.
Okay,
That is
salt.
like perfection. A little bit of pepper, but like really little. There you go. Excellent. Now flip it over and let's hit the other side. And yes, you are right. Let's start to preheat. I'm gonna actually start to preheat our oven because we want to get it nice and hot before we even start.
Should I do
Absolutely.
the preheat?
And remember, the best way to test if your pan is ready is to actually put your hand in the middle. We're not going to have that yet. You feel how it's really not the heat
hot
is not
yet,
coming
not hot
through.
yet.
Now that we hit that, we know we don't want it to burn.
I can just put it right in?
Absolutely. I can't wait to hear that
I'm
sizzle.
touching
Come
fish.
on, go for it. Ready? And, oh, come on. That was gorgeous. Now, do you see right away?
Yeah, the bottom, look.
It's giving you this gorgeous seal, which is going to crust it a little bit. Now, when
I
we
flip it?
sear yes, we're not going to want to do it for more than 1 to 2 minutes.
So now?
I'm actually watching the clock. We're going to let it go just a little more because we don't want it to be raw, but we do want to have that gorgeous, really pink center. So we're watching that go. I would like to bring it to that medium high. We don't want it too high. And I'm gonna give it a drop more and then you're gonna flip it. We're gonna use the flapjack to turn it over. And on 3, we're gonna flip it over. I mean, let's try to center our piece of fish in the center. This way it gets hit evenly. Do you see the difference in how much it cooked when it's in the center of your flame? Little important piece we just did now. All right, I'm ready to see you do your wonders.
My flippy floppies?
I'll flippy floppy. Let's do it carefully. And that was beautiful. Bring it back to the center. Look how beautiful. We got a gorgeous crusting. And we're really not going to let this go for too long.
So what do people use this for? Like, when do they eat it? Like, over a salad and a Shabbos? I've never seen it at a Shabbos table.
This is a beautiful main. It can be an entree. It can be a starter for Shabbos. I would do smaller slices. We're actually going to slice it up. And 3, 2, 1, we're going to transfer it to a cutting board. I'm actually going to give you a fresh one because I don't want to cross-contaminate. Onto here, right, onto here, beautiful. We're going to let it rest for just a little bit because it is going to continue to cook, just like anything once we take it off the heat. And probably in a couple of seconds, we're going to be able to slice it and see the magnificence that you just did.
Are you going to eat it?
The beautiful thing, oh, yeah. And if you want, I'm going to teach you, you want to bump it up a step? Because I can show you what we can do. This in its own is so delicious, but I'm looking, we certainly look. Do you see this beautiful strip? This is the indication that we have the top and the bottom seared, and the center should just be that perfect, either medium rare. I don't mind to go medium raw or rare raw, but you don't want it to be too raw. Exactly, it's a preference thing. So, ready to go for it, or should we bump it up one notch?
Let's taste it, no?
We should taste it? Okay, we can
What do you think?
do that.
How would Rifki Kleiman bump this up?
If I wanted to bump it up, I would be honest, there's one of two ways that I would do it. Either I would start it off by either marinating it with just a little bit of teriyaki. You could do that. Okay. You can start it off with even your favorite dressing, like a little bit of Italian dressing, and hit that with a little bit of chili powder and a drop of teriyaki.
So how do you like to eat it?
That brings it, I like to do that.
So
all the time.
let's do that.
Marinate it, but we didn't marinate it. So you know what's another way that I love, and this is like so awesome for people who are sensory. I like to take a little bit of Dijon after it's out, and I'll actually hit it with a little bit of Dijon mustard, just a little bit, get it all around. This is talk about the massage that you were talking about. I bring it in. I get a good massage because I don't want it to be too thick. All right, I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. And then I like to hit it with sesame seeds because like, hey, and then we'll serve it with just a little bit of soy sauce. How does that sound?
Delish.
Now, just a little trick for everyone to know.
It kind of looks like meat.
You know what? It does. A little trick for when you're serving your fish, if you're going to be slicing it in the future, a great thing to do is to actually wrap your piece of fish in some saran wrap and then put it into the refrigerator. It really tightens all the fibers that when you slice it, you get a perfect slice. But hey, if you're ready to eat it right away, that's what we're gonna do. So, should we make this really fancy? Do you want to make loins?
Sure.
We're going to hit it with 2 colors of sesame seeds.
Like this?
And we can make them X stripes. Yeah! See, I love how practical her brain is, you know? Some people would go black, then white, then black, then white. And she's like, I'm going to be practical. And she went for all the black, and now in between, she's going to do the light one. I love it. This is so beautiful. I actually like this. I don't even know if I would want to pack it more. You could pack it more if you want. I'm sure you've seen that at the showers you were talking about. But I'm going to actually put on a pair of gloves, and I think we should go in for a slice. What do you think?
You're going to go in for a slice.
I'm going to go in for a slice. Okay, and then we'll see if you want to join me or not. I'm going to get myself a slicer.
That's a big slicer. Tell me about that.
Oh, trust me. I take my knives very seriously. As you've been seeing, I take my kitchen seriously.
Seriously, there's gadgets galore here.
This is an absolutely beautiful knife. Well, I'm just going to move things over so we can actually
taste it with a cleaner.
Yeah, I like to. My mother always taught me that I needed to clean as I go. So, hey, Mom, this one's for you. All right. And we can actually leave this because hitting any fish with some citrus is always great, so that we can leave. And we are ready to go. Here we go. So we're going to start. I just want everyone to see that gorgeous sear. I cannot wait to share what you just pulled off. Perfection. I'm actually going to flip it around because I'm a righty and it's easier for me to slice the other way. And whenever we're slicing, whether it's meat or tuna like we're doing now, you always want to slice against the grain. This would be your grain and we're cutting against the grain. So here we go, we're going to get a beautiful slice. The perfection here, Ruchama, I'm like just rooting for you and going, woohoo! I mean,
lucky Mikey, no?
Beautiful, absolutely. I think we're gonna have to save him a little bit, and I think because you don't like it so much, you might save him a drop. But I might just be converting you, you know?
That knife, though.
Do you see how it slices through it like butter?
Alrighty, you ready for a taste test?
I am so ready to dig in.
I can't believe you're actually getting me to try tuna.
Are you serious? I can't wait. Is this the first time you're ever eating?
Yeah, Mikey always tries to get me to taste
Are
the
you
salad. He's like,
serious?
it's so good. And I'm
So
like,
let me ask you, do you like, because there are different ways that you can hit your fish when you're
I'm just not a
actually
fish
eating
person.
it. Do you like want to try like a little bit?
I'm not a
of
broaden my
lemon?
palate kind
You
of
don't
gal.
even, you're not?
No, but I'll be a good
So
sport.
you want to just do this, just plain. Here we go.
Ready?
We're gonna go for it. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Let's dig in.
Smells good. Delicious.
That is point.
I don't like it.
Honey, could you imagine if that was you? Muhammad, you have been a great sport.
I really
You
was.
deserve really a medal. That was like so fantastic.
I'll get the tuna steak medal.
Yes.
Love that.
All right, but really what's great about it is, like I said, Mikey's getting more. More for Mikey. I like that. That's a new slogan. More for Mikey. Okay, let's clear this off and we're gonna move on.